Colts went all in a different way. The Colts go for the highest ceiling, and that's what Anthony Richardson by far could have if it all works out for him. He was in Indianapolis this weekend. Let's hear a little bit from Richardson on getting accustomed to his new NFL city.
I haven't really explored as much. I went to Walgreens. I went to Walgreens to get some stuff, but I haven't really explored as much. I'm just focused on diving into the playbook and getting to know my teammates. But not many people recognize me yet. It feels good just to walk in Walgreens and grab some deodorant and soap. But it just feels good to be here, and I'm excited to explore more.
I've been there, done that. Get to Indy for the Combine, walk down to Walgreens, get what you need for the hotel room. That's I can relate to that. But, hey, Indy's a great town, and they'll take to Anthony Richardson. They've been waiting for someone who can end this revolving door, the post-Andrew Luck revolving door of veterans that they've gotten 1 year too late. And, they should temper their expectations, but at the same time, there's reason to just kind of, be a little toward the edge of the seat every time he's got the football, because it's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
See what he can do at this level,
right?
How he interacts with the other players, and if he can reach that potential that I really do believe would have had the Colts take him number 1 overall if they'd had that pick.
Well, I hear you. If you're a team that's about potential, then he's justified to be in that number 1 pick conversation. Just like we talked about a little bit with Justin Fields. And, of course, what we've seen done with Jalen Hurts, we're going down that same road here with Anthony Richardson. A super talented guy. They're going to run that offense. There's some rawness to his passing ability that needs to be fixed. But I think ultimately he's a more natural passer, has a more natural motion than Justin Fields and Jalen Hurts, in my opinion. So we'll see where it goes. But, yeah, I'm excited, like you said. I think they're going to hit the ground running. They're going to formulate this offense around him. We're going to see him play. They're going to use his legs. And like we've talked about, they'll slowly bring him along in the passing department, just like we saw Shane Steichen do with Jalen Hurts over the last 2 years, and what Luke Getsy's trying to do with Justin Fields there in Chicago. So I'm hopeful. But, damn, the kid's impressive, and everybody talks about his presence and his ability to take in the information he's taught. I think that really blew people away in the draft process. And, man, he says all the right things when he's behind that microphone. I know that.
I'm a big believer in just throwing guys into the fray. The sooner they play, the sooner the game slows down. I am cognizant of the possibility, and I think the Zach Wilson misadventure has caused me to be a little more cautious about it, because you still have to believe he's ready.
Right.
You can't just throw him in there if he's not ready. You have to believe he's ready. And that's a call that only the coaching staff can make in Indianapolis. But I think if they believe he's ready, why hesitate?
Yes.
If he's not ready, that's a different issue. But if you think he can protect himself and he can process the information and he can unleash his skills and he can do it in a way that doesn't set him back, then go for it. I'm hesitant. I used to be all the time. If you're going to use a draft pick on a guy that high, then yes, you're going to use him. Because if you're not willing to use him, then draft somebody else. That's the way the NFL is now. It's every year. You don't have a 5-year plan. You draft a guy, you use a guy at the top of round 1. Now I'm a little more cautious after what we've seen in recent years, and I would at least say the Colts have to make an objective, neutral, dispassionate decision.
Yeah.
Is this guy ready? But if he is, if you come to the conclusion, yes, he is, then by all means, get him out there.
Yeah, I'm with you in that school of thought, right there. And I think, too, he's got 2 guys behind him that are very smart to be able to figure that out. And Shane Steichen, and again, what he saw, not only with Justin Herbert, 3-4 years ago when he was there as a young quarterback, but what he's learned from Jalen Hurts. You got a Chris Ballard there, who I think is also extremely aware and doesn't want to put the guy in unfamiliar or, tough situations as a player. But again, that's where I think, it's the perfect fit. It's, again, let's start it now. Why even start with anything in the Gardner Minshew offense? Let's start formulating this damn team around Anthony Richardson and what you're going to do with him and those quarterback design runs and things like that. And the threat of him running, like we always talk about, will simplify defenses and allow him a little wiggle room to grow as a thrower. I think they'll manage him the right way. I could see the Colts kind of being a pain in the ass, even with a rookie quarterback. That line, I think it's going to have a bounce back year. They still got a damn good running back. We know that. And that defense is good. All right. So I don't put them out of the mix here, even if Anthony Richardson's playing. They'll play a defense, ball control, run the ball type of game. And I could see them being a real pain in the butt playing that way.
I just feel like there's an organizational fatigue that sets in when you go Phillip Rivers and it's a year, Carson Wentz, and it becomes pretty clear early on it's only going to be a year,
right.
Matt Ryan, and it's not even half of a year, to have something fresh and new and lasting.
Right.
That you can build around.
That's right.
It gets the arrow pointing up for the Colts, and I think it energizes the entire organization. All right, let's go ahead and take a break. 2 potent interior defensive linemen in the New York area wanted new contracts. One has gotten one. We'll get you up to date on that when PFT Live continues right after this.
The G-Man.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.